What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Aggro Cast. We're here today with another Gold League Legends game, a 1v1 on Gorge. Not too many 1v1s in the cards here on the cast, but we have one today. In the red, we have our protagonist today. It's Frankie Dukes on the English. His opponent in the green, it's Billy Torton, also on the English. So we have an English mirror coming in for our Gold League Legends battle. I was looking for his gold over here. I know a lot of people aren't too fond. This berry bush is in that stone. Aren't too fond of the mirror matchup, but I think it's a good opportunity to see what these players have. Right? You don't have any excuses of it was a bad matchup, that's why I lost. This one's going to come down to decision making, micro, and scouting. You gotta want to know what your opponent is doing, and then react accordingly. Or put the pressure on, make them react to you. But it's a lot of scouting is going to come in, a lot of micro with the same units, and that decision making of when to do what and where you're going to do it. And build orders. We got 6 on food, 3 on gold for green, 7 on food, a third going to gold for Mr. Dukes. I believe this is the correct build order. This is the incorrect. I'll give Billy one thing. He's got his sheep so far up the ass of his TC that I can't even see any of his villagers. Now he's got 7. I'm only highlighting 5 because they're just like fucking chilling in there. Okay, they come in. Good timing there to get those sheep. Brought him back at the right time. He's got to see this sheep, right? And then he can go over and get this one, too. Let's take a look at these guys' visions. Frankie Dukes did his rounds over on the right. Came back to his TC. Gonna do his rounds over on the left. Billy did his rounds over on the left. Went to his TC. Gonna do his rounds over on the right. So both of these guys just kind of hanging out on their sides. So no one's gonna get screwed in the sheep hunt in this one. So yeah, no excuses here, see? Same civs, no excuses there. No one's getting screwed on sheep, no excuses there. Convenient pull there. And this is why Frankie Dukes' build order was better. He is aging up with the council hall, while Billy is low on food. That's why you send the 7 to food first, as he has 200. He's got 100 extra gold. Let's see what landmark he goes with. A lot of people are liking the king. I still think it's a meme landmark. It's a little bit more effective in 1v1. I play mostly team games, and it sucks there. Schlangbang has taught me enough of the king sucking ass in team games. So he is going to go with the council hall. So we have mirroring council halls coming in for our 2 English players. It looks like Billy could be getting a early wheelbarrow because he got all that extra gold, but he does not have a mill, so no wheelbarrow yet. He is going to bring home a good amount of sheep. Frankie also with a good amount of sheep. He's got 4. Well, he's probably got some dead carcasses in there too. Billy working off 10 sheep. So 2 sheep carcasses, 12 herdable sheep. Where Frankie's got only 7, so way behind on sheep. So I was miscalculating when I was saying they were even on sheep. Billy is cleaning up on sheep as he grabs 3 more, and Frankie is going to need to grab this one, or he's going to go into farms very quickly. He is going to have the council hall pumping out archers or longbowmen well before Billy, as he had 4 on there, and Billy only had 3. But like I said, Billy's going to go into that early wheelbarrow. Frankie completely off of gold right now. So he's going to go into units. Oh, look, never mind. He's going to go into a second TC. So what helping him, now that Billy puts a 5th villager on the council hall, is that he might be able to get all of this stone before Billy even has an archer out on the field. So that is nice for Frankie. Billy does not look like he has any thoughts of going into a second TC. He is going to get a lot of wood, which you need for the longbowmen. He is also going to go into barracks. That is just the combination that English players make because they expect cavalry to come. But he didn't. He hasn't scouted that. Frankie looks like he's seen the council hall. He hasn't seen the barracks. Billy, afraid of Frankie Dukes' base, so he's going to avoid it altogether. Yeah, he's afraid of it, so he's just going to avoid it. Frankie's going to bring back 2 more sheep, and that's going to be the end of his sheep gathering days. He's only got 4 sheep coming in here. He is making some longbows here for protection. He's got 4 out on the field. This first one's just chilling in the council hall. And like I said, he's going to get all the stone he needs. And he's going to bring these guys back to wood. And he's going to be able to get this second TC before Billy even queues up a longbowman. Interesting play there from Billy. He's got the barracks, he's got the council hall, he's got no units. But he is going into horticulture, so there's that. He's got another archery range coming in. Not sure you need that when you're not making any from your council hall. But like Frankie he doesn't need to go out. He doesn't know that Billy's got no units. He could send these 4 longbowmen and do a number on these gold villagers, but he's using these as defense because he's getting that second TC down. Not in love with the placement of this second TC. Never mind. I like it because you can get a full 8 farms. You can put some farms here and put some farms here. It's actually a really good placement. So my initial thought was to put it closer to this wood line because it's a bigger wood line. But it's going to be really great for his farm transition that he's going to have to go into fairly soon since he didn't get too many sheep. Whereas Billy still has 10 alive sheep and 2 carcasses on the ground. So he's got a ton of sheep left. Frankie grabbed another one on the map somewhere. Pretty late to be grabbing that sheep. They've been all over the place. As we check their vision, Frankie's just, at this point, I think he's just trying to get rid of all the fog of war. He's going to go here, he's going to go here, he's going to go here. Sorry, I was checking in on Billy. Billy, he did come over here, and then he got really scared, so he left with his scout. He's like, I don't want to actually see the base. He could be doing something over there that's scary, and I don't want to see that happen. Here comes that mill that we talked about and the farm transition. He's got to chop this wood over here to get that farm in, but just perfect spacing here from Frankie Dukes. That's just tremendous spacing. I would like to see maybe a wall so he can't get raided here as he chops this wood and then chops this wood. Because, I mean, if you think about it, all of his farms are going to be here, 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 and then probably his white tower over here. Or white tower over here, farms here, here, here. He's thinking about his base building. He's way ahead of the curve of planning his base. Whereas Billy, he left some space here for farms, but you don't want to put farms there as in English because you need the mill. He also has no room back here. He's going to have to like go back here for farms, very harassable. Back here for farms, very harassable. He's going to go into another barracks, which is an interesting decision, as he's only making 1 longbowman and no spearmen. As Frankie is just pumping units out of his council hall with no other production buildings. And he's ahead in military count. Why do you have the 2 barracks if you have 0 spears? Didn't he make a spear earlier? Where'd that one go? Maybe he didn't. I don't know. But now he's finally making units out of both. He stops here, but that's okay. Frankie's still not on gold. He is going to go into a mass amount of farms as his second group of 8 is going to start to be made. He's going to have to chop. He should be chopping this wood here and then this wood here just to make some more room for his farms. And now he's going to send a good amount of guys over to gold. Where's his scout? Okay, so his scout's right here. Let's see what he sees. Oh, that's Billy. Frankie, he's been over here, but he should go back and scout a little bit more. Billy's scout lives here. He's not going to move. He's scared. He's a scaredy cat horse. Doesn't want to go anywhere near the base of Frankie Dukes. He saw it at first. He's like, that's insane. I'm not going to go over there. Frankie's just gonna watch. He's gonna watch that sacred site and the relic, even though neither of these guys have shown any propensity to go castle. They're just kind of massing their units behind their base. I guess Frankie's is in front of his base. And why do you have the 2 barracks? Like, okay, he's gonna make a men-at-arms now, and make a second men-at-arms. Okay, as he's got his farms going, a little bit more raidable than Frankie Dukes' farms, which are behind, there's in between the 2 TCs, and kind of in the back. His farms are out front, not between anything. He is gonna rearrange his longbowmen. Riveting stuff here. Destroyed value 0 for Billy, 0 for Frankie. Miles walked also 0 for both these players' armies. We're just booming. We're just like straight booming. You can put another. Oh, he's filled up the farms. He's gonna fill up these farms. I'd get these guys a little bit more secure in the back. You already chopped what you needed over here. Just throw them back here. Maybe put some walls up. At this point, maybe a production building or 2. 2 more longbows. And Frankie's going to be the first one to move out of the map. He is a little bit behind on military. He just doesn't have the men-at-arms that his opponent has. He doesn't have the production buildings. He's getting wheelbarrow now. He doesn't have the blacksmith. Frankie is not going to enjoy this fight. This fight is not going to go well for him. Strictly, unless he micros way better. He's going to send his scout forward first to see what's happening. But once he sees this army, he should probably back away. He doesn't have the upgrades. And he doesn't have the numbers. So he is going to push forward without a scout. I thought he was going to send his scout forward. Scaredy Cat Scout, he has moved forward, but he's going to keep his distance. And he's going to fuck up the council hall a little bit. And then he's going to see the units he's going to have to get out of there. Because that's just, it's too many. He doesn't have enough to deal with it. He's going to have to go into more production buildings. He has the wood now. He's working off 17 more villagers as that went into that second TC. So he's got his blacksmith now. He's getting his +1 range damage. As Billy will be moving over to the left side of the map. Frankie running right back, and then he's going to put up a forward tower. I love the forward tower. Get some more vision on the map. But he's well behind on military count here and military value. But this scout's going to lose his life. He was so scared to come by, and at the end of the day, he ran right into the enemy longbows. First campfire out on the map. Gold League Legends expect to see a shit ton of those. Just kidding. That'll be the only one. So his scout was over here before. Put down the campfire, and he's like, oh man, that's a long trip. Let's just take a break. We're going to rest for the night. And then we're actually going to build a ramp. So he hasn't seen the base, but he trusts himself enough to build a ram and push forward. I mean, luckily he is up on military, so I mean, it's not a terrible decision to make this ram. But with defender's advantage for Frankie, he should, I mean, he's going to get the attack speed bonus that the English get. 2 rams coming in. If these rams go down, it's going to be tough for Billy. He's using a lot of resources here. Both these guys floating a shit ton of gold. They don't realize they're playing English, and they're not making gold-heavy units. A 3rd ram coming in. Okay, so he's going for broke here. Billy is going to try to win this game in the first battle. It's going to be the first battle of the game, and Billy's like, I want to win it right here. If he makes a 4th ram before he goes in, Frankie might actually be in some trouble here. Frankie has no other production buildings. He's just straight booming at this point. He's going to make a bunch of houses because he's pot-capped. But yeah, I'm not sure how he's going to defend this. 3 rams coming in. I think a 4th one going to come in here. But he's got like, he's not going to make any more units. He's only got 3 guys on food. Okay, so he's using 8 guys to make this outpost. What is this outpost for? You have the TC to dive into. Okay. Let's check in on Frankie's vision here. He doesn't know at all what's happening over here on the left. This is going to be a tough hold. And a 5th ram is coming in. Frankie, you're asleep at the wheel. He has built some men-at-arms here, so he finally got a barracks down? Yeah, he's got 2 barracks down over here. He's getting some more blacksmith upgrades, but my goodness, 6 rams coming in for Billy. This has to work, or else he's screwed. And now Frankie's gonna realize that the entire army is on his front door, and he's gonna have to get his gold villagers out of there. He's gonna put up a tower. He doesn't need to get any more gold. He has all the gold he could possibly need, and I would throw down a white tower right here. White tower this right here. You have the resources. You have the idle villagers. If you just white tower, it's gonna protect your farms. It's gonna protect this push. The 5 rams, there he goes. He's gonna white tower with a ton of villagers. 34 villagers going and put that white tower up. Because there's no reinforcements coming in for Billy. So Frankie just needs to hold this. And he's got the 20% attack speed bonus, so he's got the men-at-arms to deal with the opponent's men-at-arms, and he's just gonna kind of... Okay, so he's gonna bring villagers over to burn the rams, and there comes the white tower. And Billy's gonna have to turn and run. He's gonna take down some houses, which is the most important thing you can do right now, is take down houses. Frankie's gonna lose some villagers here, but he's gotta stop these rams. And his archers are just gonna tee off on this ram. He should be teeing off on this archer mass. He's only up 7 villagers now. He has lost 20. He has lost 20 villagers, and I'm not sure why Billy stopped killing villagers. Yeah, he shouldn't have stopped. He should have continued to kill as many villagers as Frankie would give him. But Frankie's still in the 2 TC, and now he's in castle. And this push has stalled out. So he's gonna have to make some houses, but he got plenty of wood to do it. What I would love to see out of Frankie here is to go into knights. Get back on this gold, get these wood walls up, and just like mass knights at him. You have you have the villager lead still after losing 20 villagers. You still have the villager lead. And here comes the King's Palace. Okay, so Billy saw it. No, he did not see the second TC. Frankie drawing a house on his mini-map with the walls. So Frankie, those 20 lost villagers are they're gonna be big because the King's Palace is active now. Well, it's built. It's not active, and neither is the town center. But gotta queue up some more. Don't get caught. Okay, so 4 town centers in the game right now. 3 of them inactive. As our players forget the queues. Okay, so both of those town centers active. Okay, we're ready to go. We're back. We're back. He's gonna go into some more farms. Let's switch it over to income per minute here, as Frankie is working off 8 extra villagers. Got some idols who built these farms. 1,000, 700, 165 versus 400, 600, 500, 600, 300. So Frankie is still with the advantage here, as Armor Clad is coming in for Billy. Frankie's gonna also... Oh, he did go into Knights. I love this play. I love this play. We haven't seen a single spearman out on the field for Billy, and Frankie is gonna get some Knights out on the board. This is beautiful coming in from Frankie. It's like he hears me. I would love to see more knights coming out of this white tower. You don't even need the stables. Make your men-at-arms, make your longbows, and then use the white tower for just knight production. Maybe even a mangonel. That'd be pretty solid as well. Get a mangonel onto the field, these longbows would be fucked. But he is going to use the knights as a raiding unit, which I love, because these farms are very raidable, as opposed to Frankie, who is just completely walled in. Eventually, he will have to leave the map for these resources. He'll have to leave his base, but then he can just throw up another wall, right? He doesn't need to just not wall anymore. He'll just throw up a wall here, and he has all these resources to go with. They're going to take down that wolf because they hate the wolf. But these 2 knights, oh, I want to see some more knights. Okay, he's got 5 knights out on the board now. Okay, he does have 2 stables. Okay, he does have his monastery up. He's got a monk going out to get some relics. No monastery, no monk for Billy. And here comes the first raid. 1 villager is gonna go down. Nice reaction time there from Billy to get his units out of there. They're going to go to the tower, and it's going to pull his entire army to the back. As the knights say, fuck it, we're going to the wood line. And they're going to try to force up this this tower. A second villager goes down. Looks like a third is going to... No, don't run. Don't run. Kill the villagers. Okay, so the knights will get out of there. He's just going to try to keep them alive, I guess. He's got more knights. He can just keep pestering them with knights. He's got nothing to do. Like, you want them to be making spears because you have so many longbows. Frankie with... Okay, so they're both on 2 TC, right? And we got distracted by the knights. Last time we checked, Frankie was up 8 villagers. Why did you go King's Palace to not use it? If you're going to go King's Palace, you want to use it. 8 villagers doing nothing here. 2 knights doing nothing there. It looks like he thought those knights were coming for him, so he backed away, and now he's going to go back to his gold. And these men-at-arms are also thinking they're going to go protect that gold. But what Frankie needs to do is take these knights and go back on these farms. Billy's got no walls. Like, you're fully walled off. Except for this. You gotta finish that. More stone coming in, so it looks like Frankie's probably gonna get another keep. 156 pop to 121 pop. It's a nice, exciting raid there on the farms, but now we're back to slowpokes. First relic coming in. I would love to see a second monk out on the field. But that one monk, he is queued up everywhere. Got all of the stone. Gonna need to go out and get more. He's out on this gold. I would love to see a wall, right? Send a wall in. 2 more villagers are gonna go down. He's gonna lose a knight. He's gonna lose a second knight. But he still has 8 more. There he goes. Now he's gonna send him over. Let's see where he's sending him. He's sending him all the way to the corner. And oh my god, they're gonna find so much value on this wood line. And I love these forward towers that Frankie's putting in. He's just queuing up towers all over the place. He's just gonna get so much vision. Look at like he has this vision. He's gonna get this vision, and then his other tower over here, he's gonna get that. Compared to Billy, who's just like stuck in his base with all of his units and no towers and no walls. So we're gonna follow in on these knights, as Billy's gonna move out into this gold, but that's not gonna be good because these knights are coming. You gotta aim move them. You gotta pay attention to where you're sending your knights. Billy's not even paying attention to his villagers. Here they comes the knights. His villager's gonna go down after he gets that tower up, but the knights are gonna do damage. Gonna get up to his 8th villager kill. He was catching up in villager kills, and Billy just won't make villagers. He won't make any villagers. Frankie is up 30 villagers now. When he was up 8, I think Billy had 51. And the knights are out on the farms now. So the knights are just absolutely wreaking havoc on Billy's economy, as we're going to get a massive fight here in the middle. We got spearmen. We got longbows. We got men-at-arms on both sides. Men-at-arms are going to do great over here, but there's a lot of crossbows in the back. Not a lot. 7. I misspoke. But 57 longbows coming in with... He's got this forward tower, so he's getting the attack speed. The green units, no attack speed. And all the villagers are going down because these knights are teeing off on them while Billy's units are fighting the men-at-arms and the longbows out front. And look at these knights. They're just terrorizing the eco. He needs to, at this point, he's killed everything here. He needs to go find more villagers. But he's probably worried about this fight here. He's got the attack speed, so he's just winning this. This fight is a total wipe for Frankie Dukes while he wiped the economy. An unbelievable 2 minutes coming in for Frankie Dukes here. And, I mean, this one's over when your monk is just going to walk right through the middle of the fucking map, right where these archers are, and pick up a relic. And then he needs to push forward here. Push forward. He's got 3 rams in queue. And there's the GG. I mean, a lot of staging going on in this Gold League Legends game, but when push came to shove, Frankie just had a little bit more APM than his English counterpart, and he took the W in this Gold League Legends battle. Thanks for stopping by.